Guys, it's happening. Also remember, go out there and go vote. We're over here at Anchor and Rose to get our Tulsa Flag Tattoo that me and Monroe Nichols, mayor candidate, remember to go vote November 5th, that we agreed upon that we would do to profess our love for Tulsa.
Because I love Tulsa.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go look at my social media thing, like my goal for my social media.
You got a Tulsa tattoo?
No.
Oh, okay.
Do you have a Tulsa tattoo?
I'm not the one over here professing my love. I mean, I'm just saying.
Hey, I am wearing. Do you have these?
I don't. I mean, I'm wearing Tulsa on my chest. But I mean, I'm just saying, man. If you want to take this podcast to a new level,
all right, I'll make
get a tattoo.
I'll make a deal with you. I'll make a deal with you. I'll make a deal with you.
People at home, look them in the eye.
Okay, I'm looking in the eye. I'll make a deal right now on the podcast. If you get a Tulsa tattoo, I'll get a Tulsa tattoo.
Oh, that's an easy deal. Easy money.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's done deal. Yeah.
Do you have tattoos?
Yeah.
Do you really?
I got one right here. I got one on my shoulder.
This will be my first tattoo.
All right, I'm gonna go in.
Yeah, let's go in.
Go in.
Waited long.
Once you get the tattoo, you should run against him.
Because I mean, everything he's running on, I kind of like. So I think I just copy him.
Copy everything.
Copy everything.
You got to sit down first, and then your whole campaign will be, I sat in the chair for the Tulsa tattoo first.
That is it. I was here first.
You were there first. You're more committed to Tulsa.
You know what? This is what we're running on. We're running on the same exact issues, but I'm just the younger version. You said running 15 minutes behind. Lucky I didn't walk out. So lucky. Almost walked out. Almost took back my endorsement too. I'm just kidding. I don't even live in Tulsa. I can't even endorse anybody.
That's so funny. This is your first tattoo, and you're the one that started the whole thing. Like you are.
No. Monroe started the whole thing. I didn't start anything.
Alright.
Yay! My God!
I didn't change shirts. I had on a tie and everything. Who gets a tattoo and a tie? I told you. Here we go.
Yeah.
It's
I
time
didn't
to
think
go.
you were going to show up.
You didn't think I was going to show up?
No, dude. I almost did school rule times. 15 minutes late.
No, man. I'm ready to do it.
Okay.
I'm ready to do it.
All right.
As the ranking member, I'd like to put out a motion in both age and as a resident of Tulsa.
Okay.
A ranking member. So Tulsa flag, great base, great symbolism. It's beautiful. It's perfect.
Yep.
It is, however, not unique. There are probably people out there with a Tulsa flag tattoo already somewhere. So I suggest maybe just a simple addition of Tulsa's iconic skyline of buildings. We're famous for our Art Deco architecture. A lot of our buildings are.
All right. I'll make a proposal here.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So, Steve and I talked about just getting the flag.
Mm-hmm.
Does not mean we all have to get the exact same thing. We can.
Well, I thought that this would take the base of the flag, put a little unique touch on it,
I'm with you.
and then make it just slightly customizable for anybody else that wants to participate in the challenge.
What about when I'm mayor? We had a bunch of new buildings downtown.
Yeah, we have a bunch of new buildings.
That doesn't mean that you can't represent your history.
Oh wait, this is a different one.
This is the thing. We do this, add this little bit of a skyline in there, just an outline, simple addition, makes it unique to this challenge, and then people have the option of doing, you can do it in a circle, you can do it in a rectangle, you can do it in a diamond, you can do it in a heart. And people will still qualify for the challenge and hopefully the donation to the nonprofit while giving people a little bit of flexibility.
But you could have flexibility. You could add the skyline on the flag if we had the flags base.
We could. I just remember someone, I'm not sure who,
Oh.
someone saying
What'd I
we
say?
all need to get the same tattoo, just not in the
I know. I'm
same
trying to pull you
location.
over to the flag deal. That's where Steven is.
Yeah, I'm doing the. I'm doing. I vote flag deal.
So?
How about flag deal? Well, he's gonna vote. He's gonna go Skyline. So you're the decide. Actually, hold on. We gotta talk to the tattoo artist. Might not even be able to do the Skyline. He might not even be able to
do the Skyline. He can definitely.
Well, he wasn't prepared for the Skyline. But not that size. Go to the flag side because I want to do the flag.
Okay.
I vote just flag.
Well,
That may
I mean,
just as far as
we are.
Let's hear his.
as far as longevity of the tattoo goes, once I'd be worried about the lines bleeding together. The ink's gonna live naturally in your skin. It'll spread just a little bit. Shouldn't spread a whole lot, but it will spread over the years. And so like all these lines are gonna start bleeding together. So that would be my
And
only.
we like to take new information and adjust our expectations.
Yeah, is Jason running for office? I mean, look at the way he's talking, man. This is your VP right here.
With the color?
Well, I don't know if we
Coach
can do
show up
color.
on me.
Could we get color in tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
getting
gonna show up on me. You guys might be the color guy.
Yeah. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. That's perfect for mine.
Shoulder.
Shoulder. Right up there.
Oh, that's nice.
That is nice.
So
It'll
good.
be good.
And then also, we discussed it. You got to go first because the bet was that if you got a Tulsa tattoo, I would get a Tulsa tattoo.
you
So I don't
better-
want you backing out. I gave him my word. I'm here.
All right, because I don't want you being like, oh yeah.
Goes to the guy that showed
Never mind,
up
it looks
20
like- it
minutes
looks like it
late,
hurt.
saying he got a flat tire.
I didn't get a flat tire.
I know. I just made that up. I just made that up.
You got a flat tire. I was just honestly late.
For the Tulsa tattoo, if they want to come here, they can get it for a flat rate, and then also half of that money is going to go to a non-profit
Nice.
of your choice.
Oh,
So I was thinking
my choice?
of your choice, which I
It's the
think
most amazing thing ever.
which I think since I'm doing it with you, I think I need a little percentage say of what that
Oh,
non-profit
so
is.
that's where we're at now.
So we just came from somewhere that I thought would be really cool that we give that nonprofit.
I think it's a really good idea.
So if you want to go ahead and tell the people what that nonprofit is.
That's right. It's going to be for BeHeard. They are helping people all across this community who are currently living on the streets to get showers, get their clothes washed, to get a meal. An amazing nonprofit. We just saw their documentary they released. It's an amazing nonprofit. Guys, come out, support them, do something really cool, show your love for Tulsa, but also your love and compassion for some of our most vulnerable citizens in the city. What do you think about BeHeard? What do you think about the tattoo? You
I
ready to
love
do
I
this
love BeHeard. My only concern was that your plan to end effective homelessness by 2030 is gonna push them right out of town. But we said that'd be a good problem to have, and
Yeah.
it'll free them up to go to other communities that don't have such aggressive leadership.
That's right.
That use data-driven.
That's right.
What else is it?
I mean, it's about the data. It's about making sure we have affordable housing stuff, make sure we're coordinating care well. But BeHeard's a critical partner in getting there, though. And so tonight, and everybody who participates from here on out are a part of a really big-time solution in Tulsa. Again, getting to functional zero homelessness by 2030 is the plan. BeHeard's a big part of it. What we're doing tonight is a fun deal.
Yep.
But actually is going to accomplish, something really neat. So.
Yep, it's going to be great.
That's probably good. Yeah, that's good. The best podcast guest ever.
Yes, right here.
That'd be me.
Matching tattoos.
That'd be me.
That's the reason why you were late, is you were doing a workout. That's why.
Yeah,
that makes sense
yeah.
now.
Yeah,
He was
believes
doing
that.
some shoulder exercises. I mean, just look at this.
Yeah,
It's like
sure.
a pump in.
Sure, yeah.
Get a pump in.
Yeah.
Where I think we're wanting it, if we'll take a look at it. If we need to move it any which way, definitely can.
It's happening. I think it's doing it.
Alright, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to play 21 questions once he goes under the needle to see how he performs under pressure. Because I think it's really important that your mayor performs very well under pressure.
Steven, it hurts so bad.
Yes, he's hard.
Okay, seriously, when I got mine and they just started, I was thinking about how it was a needle stabbing me like thousands of times.
And this is supposed to
And
help
it
me
hurt.
out?
And it hurt. But then it really, after a while, it just felt like a little buzzing, vibrating on your skin. You stop thinking about it being a needle stabbing you over and over. It's like, oh, it's not so bad.
Just picture your arm being maybe some butter.
Okay.
Knife cutting right through it. Just nice and smooth. That didn't help, does it?
No, that doesn't help at all.
I think it's like
What analogy was that?
Sorry, it's
the butter, okay,
But-
and then the knife.
All right, so let's talk about your campaign, and let's talk about some questions here. So, what are the things you are running on?
Well,
That's fair.
so the first thing is, the great beneficiary of this challenge is ending homelessness by 2030, getting to functional zero homelessness, which is, a way that we can see not only have we gotten on top of the issue, but anybody that falls into it, is it rare? So not many people are in it. Is it brief that people are homeless for a long time and non-recurring, meaning the people that we help don't ever end up back on the street.
Right.
And so that's the goal. So excited about that. The second thing is all around student outcomes. We talked about it.
Yep.
Not completely disconnected from the homelessness issue, given the number of kids who are homeless, facing families facing addiction. But I do think we really have to, in Tulsa, figure out what we're going to do locally to support education. Right. Not just wait on the state to do it or somebody else to do it. Our kids every day are going through life, and we got to find ways how we're going to support them a little bit better. And the way I thought about that is us really leaning into using the parks department to create some after-school programs, lean into high-impact tutoring, and then make sure we're investing in teachers to keep them in the classroom. The third thing has been about economic development. I really want us to lean into workforce development, make sure we're supporting small businesses, the folks going to be here forever, not just always chasing the big fish that we want to give a bunch of money to. But how are we solving problems for people who have companies and businesses on Main Street?
Right.
And then the last thing is making Tulsa the safest big city in the country.
Yep.
And there's the safest big city list, and New York's been on that list. A lot of cities have been Austin's not far down on that list. So I think we can get there.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that.
No, I think that's great. And also, you love Tulsa.
I do love Tulsa. I mean,
You love Tulsa so much. He's getting a Tulsa Flag Tattoo.
you know what? I love Tulsa so much that when somebody told me that he loved Tulsa, I wanted him to test his love. And so we did it. We're doing it.
We did it. We're doing it. We are doing it.
I'm showing that I love Tulsa. Still remains to be seen with this guy.
Soon, here in just a couple minutes. And so people, if they want to learn more about your campaign, they can go to your website,
MonroeForMayor.com.
and you have a list, and you
got a
actually
list,
go
yeah.
into a detail of
Yeah.
what all that stuff
Yeah.
is about.
Yeah, and then you go to the website, you can kind of see the plans that we have on the website. You can also see all the events that we have coming up. So if you really want to say, hey, I don't know about this, I want to ask you a question about it. You can see every event that we have, and welcome to show up and do that. You can also sign up to volunteer. We got just a little over 2 weeks. 2 weeks from Tuesday's election day. We got phone banks. We got door knocking to do. Talking to your friends. Make sure they have a plan to vote. All that stuff's right around the corner. So
What's the date? November 5th.
November 5th.
November 5th. So get out there, do your research, and go vote. I technically don't live in Tulsa, so I will not be voting. But,
You just told everybody to do something. You're like, I'm not doing it.
well, I'm going to vote. If I could vote, I would vote.
Yeah.
I mean, they just need to do their patriotic duty.
But what can you do? You can make phone calls.
I can.
You can phone bank.
Or I can get a Tulsa tattoo and do a video for you.
That is true. That's hey, that all helps.
Yeah.
It all helps.
Yeah, like goodness gracious, you want me to go pick up a phone and be outside and put. That's
too.
manual labor.
Do you know what kind of videos you can make also doing that?
November 5th.
November 5th.
Go out there and vote.
Go vote. Honestly, make a plan to vote. Go vote. Encourage your friends to vote. Talk to them how important it is. Like we said, we're raising money for BeHeard right now. There's some really important issues facing our community. Voting is the #1 way to start to impact them, so I encourage you to do it.
So on November 5th, make sure you remember to go out there and vote. And on November 5th, it's also a national election, so there's some things that they probably need to know.
November 5th is a big day. You got the national election, you got the state elections, and you have the local election. But you should know that if you fill out your ballot for the federal election, the state elections, there's another ballot with the city election on it, and it's a nonpartisan race, so you can't just vote straight party. You got to fill in the box by the name. So don't forget, you'll have 2 ballots on the 5th, one for the federal and state elections, one for the mayor's race. Don't forget to fill out that mayor's race ballot because it's important for the future of the city.
Boom. Make sure you go vote. And also remember, if you vote a straight ticket, which I know some people do, if it's straight Democrat or state Republican, it's what's
Nonpartisan.
Nonpartisan. So if you voted straight, it's not going to count for the mayor race. So you need to go out and on that second page actually fill out which candidate you want because it's nonpartisan. So did I say that right?
That's right.
Boom.
Nailed it.
Yeah. All right, Stephen running 2024 or 2028 Tulsa mayor.
There you go. You got to move Tulsa first.
Yeah, I guess that's true. He finished. Boom!
What do you think?
Wow.
Man of his word. Hey, now.
Okay.
You see that, Steven? Now it's your turn, man.
Okay.
You have tattoo number 1 from my guy.
It's my turn.
That was quick.
That was kind of quick.
Are you doing the outline or are you doing the color?
I'm gonna do the color.
I let it hang out that 3 to 5 days, take it off in the shower, let the water leak off, take it off like a Band-Aid.
I'm just kidding.
Where are you getting it?
Right here. Because I'm getting here because also Tulsa time. You know, it's on my watch. You know, so I can. I'm just kidding. That one girl told me the idea, so it made sense.
You have a long history of accidentally getting yourself wrapped up into getting a tattoo.
Until you showed up. This almost did not happen until you showed up and made it happen. Because I almost got out. of this.
You're gonna thank me for it.
It's gonna be a cool tattoo. It's gonna be. I love Tulsa. Son was born on 918 day. We're not moving. You know.
You were born on 918 day?
No, my son was. My son
Which
Forrest.
is even
yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Your selfie.
It's going down, man. It's going down. All right, here we go.
You got this.
Oh, we're cutting hair.
Oh yeah.
The dreams are coming true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
And once again, for a great cause. I mean, you're the only guy who could have done that. You're like, you know what?
Just talking my heart right now.
I've been thinking about this for a while. I'm doing it, but now I'm doing it. I'm gonna make sure people are better off because I'm just a great American.
Gosh, man, you're just. Look at this guy. He should run for mayor or something. He should run for mayor. He should run from there.
What does the Tulsa Flag Tattoo mean to you? You look like it.
I'm the one that gives the questions here. No, seriously. I mean, it's a really cool backstory because I had the guy that created the Tulsa flag on my podcast, and so he actually described what all the meanings
There's
was.
a lot of meaning behind the flag.
And so right now we're going to flip over to the podcast that you guys can hear what the meaning of is behind the Tulsa flag.
So the Tulsa flag tries to pull in a lot of different storylines and a lot of meaning into something that just at face value it looks nice. Like it's a nice design, it's easy to look at, it's easy to use, it's easy to modify and replace the shield with your own little symbol or shape. Mm-hmm. Like people have done a lot of iterations of it. So the process of doing that is like thinking through these individual elements. So to like break down the flag design, it's like the top of the flag we have like the navy field of color there. Yeah. And that represents just Arkansas River.
Okay.
So that's a huge resource. I mean, we've got Zinc Lake now, and we've got
that's
like
up.
so much happening with the river now. But originally, a lot of people settled here because of the resources that a river would bring. And so that's just.
I'm gonna grab my phone because I want to pull up the flag while I'm looking at it because I'm trying to think back, and I was just looking at it today, and then I was like,
I should have you draw it from memory right now.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. Okay. So the navy blue at the top was
navy blue at the top is just representation of the Arkansas River.
Okay, so that was your thinking behind that.
Yeah, and it's not just like, oh, this is a cool river to drive over. It's like that was a huge resource and a reason Tulsa exists here.
Okay.
So on the bottom half of that, you have beige. I'm a big fan of beige. Wear beige a lot. I have a nickname from the past of Beige King. I used to just wear beige top to bottom. Anyways, big fan of beige. But I needed to soften the design up somewhere. So not everything is like meaning everywhere. So I wanted a nice soft design. I didn't want a stark white. This is one of the only city flags with beige and not white for a color.
That's why a lot of people put white in their flags, is to soften up the flag. Is that why a lot of flags have white in it?
Different reason. I just always like to do off-white. If I'm designing anything, I very rarely use a stark white.
Okay.
So I want to soften the design up a little bit. So the beige is really just meant to represent kind of just the friendliness of people in Tulsa.
Okay.
Openness, friendliness. Some people say it's a stretch that's what beige means. Whatever. That's
Whatever.
That's what it means.
That's what it means on this.
The gold line through the middle represents the black gold found here.
So oil capital.
The oil history in Oklahoma, in Tulsa, Glenpool, Red Fork out in West Tulsa now. Rich history. It is a huge reason why Tulsa is what it is today. So what needed to represent that in there.
Oh, the red was what?
That's the gold line, represents the black gold or the oil.
Okay, so the gold line, and then we haven't talked
the
about
gold line going all the way through the middle. A lot of problematic history with that, but don't need to get into all that.
We can talk about that off.
Sorry, so there's a lot there. Obviously, Oklahoma, like this region, the history with Native Americans there's a lot there. There's a lot of dark history there, forcing people to relocate here. And so I wasn't, none of this is meant to be like a political statement or anything like that. It's like, let's just look at the history of where Tulsa's from, like what made us who we are today.
Yeah.
And there's a ton of history with that. So that shield, it's not a dream catcher. A lot of people say it's a dream catcher.
Oh, I can see dream catcher, but that wasn't your.
It's not a dream catcher. It's meant to represent an Osage shield. So the Oklahoma flag has an Osage shield in the middle, and I actually found a photo of there's actually one Osage shield. I think they have it at the Capitol, maybe, that was the basis for the one actually drawn in the Oklahoma flag, which is super cool. Oh. So that's kind of the reference for that shape. Again, it's very geometric. It's a really simplified version, but it's meant to represent an Osage shield.
Oh, okay. Why do you care if people think it's a dream catcher, or did you
I don't like that.
You don't like it?
That for me has always got into, and speaking to a lot of Native Americans about the flag, it's like when you start adding the dream catcher into things, it's cultural appropriation. You see that. I mean, you drive through, you take I-44 up through Joplin and pull off at a Travel Plaza truck stop. You can go buy a dream catcher to go hang in your rear view mirror or something.
I see what you're saying.
It's just like, it's not a symbol that
a lot of Native American,
a lot of indigenous people, it's just like, and it's like where that originally came from is not really true to a lot of Tulsa's history as well.
Oh, okay. So did you know that before designing that you didn't want to do Dreamcatcher, or like?
I never really had an affinity for Dreamcatcher.
Oh, okay. So you weren't even thinking Dreamcatchers at all when
it was always Osage Shield in my mind.
Oh, okay.
It just came out of like, why'd you put a Dreamcatcher on there? It's like, no. So that's probably the biggest thing in the flag design I've had to clarify over and over. It's like, it's not a Dreamcatcher.
Oh, okay.
But so Osage Shield is the gold shield there. Inside of that, you have the red circle inside of the shield. That's meant to represent the Tulsa Race Massacre and the bloodshed that happened there.
Oh, so the red's the bloodshed from the Tulsa Massacre. Wow.
So again, it's like, let's look at our history. There's a lot of dark things and things that people don't want to address or talk about. Thankfully, in recent years, a lot of those things have come to light.
Yeah.
Darkness will always come to light, right? And I think Tulsa's still in a process of trying to figure out, like, how do we make these things right?
I think showing, I think through the flag of like, hey, it's not forgotten.
It's a small step.
Yeah, I think that's good.
So a lot more needs to happen there, but that's what that's meant to represent. And then the star in the middle is just meant to tie into some of our Art Deco history. I had some Art Deco historians tell me that star is not an Art Deco star. There's other types of stars that are Art Deco stars. So that's been a point of contention as well. that star exists in a couple buildings downtown.
This star does?
That particular star does exist in some of the Art Deco and some of the interiors of buildings downtown, one specifically. So,
because this one has an extra point, doesn't it?
Six,
than a normal
it's 6
star?
points.
1, 2.
Normal stars have 5. That one has 6,
Okay.
and it's kind of angled on its side. So, to me, it gives it good balance. But all those elements working together, there's like meaning in the colors. There's meaning in like the gold line. It does represent black gold, but it's a line to represent like drilling down and like the straight line that you'd go for oil.
Okay. So the point of the star is that what you're saying? Is it for pointing down for drilling oil? Is that
No,
what
just
you
like
said?
that, the horizontal gold line. It's just meant to like represent kind of like a line. straight
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
all of it comes together. Just it's a mix of colors and shapes. It's all symbolism that points back to where Tulsa's come from, and it's kind of it's a summation of who we are as a city. And then where Tulsa goes and what happens after that is really kind of up to the people. So when the flag was approved, part of that, part of kind of the requirement in that process was the city is not going to own this. I am not going to own this. A business is not going to own this. We have to do a Creative Commons license to basically say this is free for anyone to do anything they want to with it.
Oh, wow. So like Mythic Press didn't have to pay to print shirts or anything like that. Hadn't have to pay a licensing fee or anything. They just, anybody can go print.
Anybody can do anything, which is why you see it everywhere.
That's cool.
I've had plenty of people over the years be like, oh man, you really should have capitalized on that, or you really should have tried to make more money on that. And like, maybe I should have, I don't know. But if you rewind to when that was first put out there, it didn't mean anything. Like it means something today because the people of Tulsa have embraced it and said, we want it on an ambulance and we want it on the side of our police cars. And I want it on my business's logo and I want it on this mural. And you see it everywhere. It wasn't like that when it was first released. So if we said, hey, $25 for anybody that wants to use this or $1,000, nobody would have paid anything for it because it didn't mean anything at the time. But over the years, as it's been slowly adopted, it gets meaning, and a lot of the meaning that it has of what this means to Tulsans is because of how people feel about the city.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good flag design. I'm biased. I think it's a strong design, but it wouldn't mean anything if the people of Tulsa didn't like it. And if there wasn't a love for the city that we could say, okay, now we have a symbol that can represent how I feel about the place that I live at or the place that I work at. We just have a symbol that we can say, okay, I want to put that in front of my home. I want to put it on my body. I want to put it on the side of a building. I want to put it on a business card or whatever it is, just to let other people know that I love the place that I live and I care about Tulsa.
When we were in high school, it was so popular to be like, Tulsa sucks. I can't wait to move out of here. There's nothing to do here. I'm gonna move to Dallas. I'm gonna move to New York. And like from then to now, the city is just completely remade. Like it used to be that downtown is just a bunch of old abandoned buildings.
For sure.
And now you go down there and the nightlife and restaurant scene is amazing. Like what we've done with the Gathering Place and the development at Tulsa Hills and everything spreading out. You used to drive from Woodland Hills Mall out to Bixby and it was like cornfields. And now it's just straight city all the way through. Businesses
so much more to do
and
here,
restaurants.
a lot of arenas and things like that.
So I mean there's just been such an emphasis on revitalization in the city.
And a lot of pride in the city.
And it's getting better and better all the time.
And people who move away, they always come back. That's me.
So Tulsa's been on an upward path for a long time, and the future looks really bright. We're excited about it.
My town, for sure.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, we're already going over here.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
All right, man. You need to take a break? Just let me know.
Oh, snap! Ow!
It's okay, buddy. He's gonna be fine.
Not so good. Not so good, though.
I thought you were kidding. What's your pain level, 1 out of 10?
Right now, honestly, probably like a 5.
A 5?
Oh, so you're only halfway there.
Yeah. But also I have a huge pain tolerance. That was like an 8. That was like an 8. Are we done? I mean, they get the idea, right? I mean, they take a look at a half-finished tattoo.
They're half many of it.
It does actually hurt quite a bit, but I guess I'm masochistic because
You like it?
I enjoy it.
At least it's like a positive hurt. You know you're getting something out of it. It's not just like stubbing a toe.
Yeah.
It's about what I thought it was probably going to be. It's actually shocking, like, the closer it gets to my wrist, the more painful it is.
If they're vibrating, though. You're just digging the pain being done. The outline is cool too, I would say.
Yeah, the outline's just kind of cool. Yeah, I might take a break and go look at his look at his.
Does the color hurt worse or less?
I think the line hurts more, but there's more of it with the color. So it's kind of a
Yeah,
wash.
but you're
I can see it from here. It looks really cool.
freaking out at first.
I was freaking out. I was doing it all for the camera.
Good job. He's gonna get like down.
I know. Next time you see me, I won't sleep. Me and Jason are gonna be back here tomorrow.
You gotta check that out real quick.
Actually, that blue's not that bad. Is that the same blue we're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. That blue doesn't look that bad. You guys are right.
It'll look better when that blood stops
Yeah.
seeping up through there.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go color.
I think you should.
I think we're doing it. We're doing the color.
Doing color.
Doing it.
Yeah, I think I was.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do color. So probably up here in that middle top was probably like an 8. It's kind of weird. Like up here, kind of feels sort of good. Oh yeah, it's like closer to the bone. I don't know. When it gets higher up, like thank goodness he started low because that one goes higher. Yeah, the higher it goes.
That'll look better when it stops bleeding.
Hunter, you're doing a good job, buddy. Doing a good job.
You think you're gonna be ready for another one?
No.
Like, you think if people get addicted, like, you know, if they get addicted?
Don't know how that's possible. Don't know how that's possible. Not addicted. I'm I'll be good with the one.
My first
What
one, I
have you
said
done?
the same
What have
thing.
you
I
done?
was like, I'm never getting another.
I know.
Hang it, Hunter. Hang it, Hunter.
Say it on camera, so that way you can, like,
Yep. Say it on camera.
one and done.
This may be my last.
Maybe. Maybe my last one.
All right, man.
That looks sick.
Got you in there.
Boom. Get it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Woo. Looks awesome.
How's it feel, man?
Feels good. Woo. Tulsa Flag.
It's legit.
Did it.
You did it?
All right, if you guys want to be part of the Tulsa Challenge, make sure you come to Anchor and Rose and get this tattoo. Remember, it's $100. You can get a Tulsa Flag tattoo like this or like this if you want more of the square. Also, I bet you they can do a circle one if you want to do a circle one. But it's only $100 and 50% of that goes to the BeHeard movement. And also remember, go out there and go
Got a new
vote.
tattoo there.
I did get a new
I know you
tattoo.
just hit me on my other.
Oh my
So-
gosh, I am so sorry.
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
It's okay.
I'll let you wrap it up then. When you
My shout out to my man Jason here. If you have some pharmacy needs, go check him out. Right,
Bonito, 17th and Garnett.
17th and Garnett. And hey, you know, I do want to make sure everybody goes out and vote, but this is also a great way to show a lot of pride in your city, to support an amazing nonprofit doing amazing work for some people who really need the support. So if you want to show your pride in the city, you want to help out some amazing people, you want to be like the cool kids, right?
That's right.
Be like the cool kids. Come get your Tulsa tattoo. Don't forget to vote on November 5th. But let's do all this together. So good to see you guys. Thank you guys for participating.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Yes.
Man over here.
Big shout out, Hunter.
Yeah.
Big shout out, Hunter.
We lost our other guy. Where'd he go?
Yeah.
He's back there somewhere.
No, he's back there.
All right. There you go.
Oh, there's Austin.
Awesome. Thank you guys very much.
So,
All right.
thank you, Anchor and Rose, and we'll see you in the next one.